Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is by any means. There go the Cash App, y'all. Show your boys some love. And everybody who been supporting the channel, man, I just want to say, man, I'm very thankful for y'all. It's never undervalued and it's never underappreciated. Never, ever, ever. There go the PayPal. You know that work too. And you can hit that dollar sign right at the bottom of this video. Show your boys some love and support the channel. Now say it with me. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciated, y'all. Hey, y'all, since people want to go on these long soliloquies and actually lie on Gervonta Davis for no reason, lie on Shakur Stevenson, lie on Ryan Garcia, lie on Teofimo Lopez. It seems like a lot of content creators can't make content without lying. And I've been trying not to do this to Devin, but it's just like people just won't stop. So I have to continue. Y'all want to talk about Gervonta Davis and his resume and he has fought nobody? Then let's talk about resumes since y'all want to go down that path. Did you know that Devin Haney last 5 or 6 fights, the guys that he has fought after he has fought them have lost multiple times afterwards or only got one win in that time and then lost multiple times again? Let's start with Jojo Diaz. Or no, let's start with Jorge Linares, who after he fought Devin Haney has lost every fight since. Every single fight since then. Which means he wasn't that good when Devin fought him. Now, don't that mean that? Because if he was, like Ryan with Oscar Diorte, he would come back and get a win. You know, like Pitbull Cruz did. You know, like Rolly Romero did. You know, like Ryan Garcia did. Let's stop there. Jojo Diaz went on after Devin Haney to lose his next 2 or 3 fights, got one win after that, and then lost another 2 times again after that. Would that mean that he's this world-class fighter? The answer is no. Okay. Let's go on George Kambosos, who fought Devin Haney, then got beat up by Lomachenko, got gifted a win versus Maxie Hughes, a robbery, just as big of a robbery as O'Shaquie Foster versus Robinson Castasiao. But since we didn't care too much about Maxie Hughes or George Kambosos, nobody actually really talks about that. George Kambosos is an over-the-hill fighter right now. Absolutely he is. Who y'all want to go to now? Vasil Lomachenko? You mean a guy that Bob Arum is not even confident that's going to fight again, that went and fought Devin Haney's leftovers, which is George Kambosos, and then demolished him, and then got in negotiations with Gervonta Davis and backed out and want to be with his family, and now he's talking about retiring? What about Regis Prograve, who his next fight after Devin Haney lost again and was out there looking atrocious and got Devin? And the reason why I made this video, y'all, is because Devin told Regis to retire. Not even understanding he discredited everything that he'd been talking about when he said that. So, Devin, a guy needs to retire, a fight removed from you. Now he need to retire. You mean the guy we was saying was trash before he fought you? You mean a guy that we was saying that was over the hill before he fought you? Now you can see the light of how trash he is now. No, that's a lie, because like I told y'all, I won't lie once in this video, like other YouTube channels just can't do to make their point. Devin Haney called Regis Prograve trash on the lead up to the fight. Devin Haney was the one that called Regis Prograve trash. It wasn't just me. And then the one time he fights somebody that's his size and in his prime, he loses. Well, he got gifted his loss back, but we all saw what happened. You know, It's mighty funny that people didn't blame it on the eye strain, but don't even know what eye strain does. Eye strain doesn't give you more strength, people, or speed. It helps you with cutting weight and stamina. Why that goes out the window, and I don't even know how anybody argues an eye strain point. Devin Haney almost got knocked out in the first minute of the fight against Ryan Garcia. The eye strain didn't get a chance to kick in yet because it's for stamina. Ryan Garcia, can y'all name me one fight you ever seen Ryan Garcia tired in the first round? And then you got experts that say that what was found in Ryan Garcia's system wasn't even enough to have an effect. Definitely not on fight night. But I guess all of these other YouTube channels, Devin Haney fans, y'all are experts and doctors last time I checked. Last time I checked, you got to go to school for 10 years to be a doctor. I'm pretty sure you haven't. You probably didn't even know what eye strain was prior to this. I'm pretty sure of that. So Devin Haney want to talk about y'all biggest conversation that y'all make is Gervontadavis ain't fight nobody. He ain't fight. Dude, now everything I just laid out to y'all, do that sound like Devin Haney was fighting people? Jojo Diaz over the hill. Jorge Linares over the hill. Regis Prograve over the hill. Vasil Lomachenko. His words, not mine. Bob Arum words, not mine. He thinking about retiring, which would mean that even he feels he's over the hill and not in his prime. Because you know how Devin Haney fans and everybody else know that's true? Because when Gervontadavis wanted to fight him, y'all say Lomachenko is old. Please, for the sake of this video, don't let Lomachenko not be old now. Because when Gervonta was going to fight him, y'all said he's old. So to have a counter argument to my video, don't try to make it seem like just last year, Vasil Lomachenko wasn't old. Because we had rumors out back then that Vasil Lomachenko was talking about retirement. That's also a truth. I ain't lied one time yet. Devin Haney told Regis Prograve to retire, which would mean that when he fought you, he was over the hill. Because he's only one fight removed since. Yeah, he's only one fight removed since, my guy. You see how it come around, though? Now, y'all want to tell me that George Kambosos, Jorge Linares, Jojo Diaz, Regis Prograve, Vasil Lomachenko, none of these guys that Devin fought was in their prime when he fought them as well. As a matter of fact, I'll even give you George Kambosos if there ever was a prime. But you know what y'all say? Well, George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez also had a fight with Steve Claglette, who's somebody you probably never heard of or don't watch. And his face looked like he got stung by multiple bumblebees. Like he went into a hornet's nest, poked one of the hornets, and just left his face in the nest. That's also the truth. We're not even that convinced about Teofimo Lopez at this point because Teofimo Lopez has got the 140 and his power has not carried over. Not even a little bit. And how Teofimo Lopez is looking like we used to think he was a high-class fighter. But if he get into one more fight, just one more fight from the Jermaine Ortiz fight, the Steve Claglette fight, and then he goes into this next fight and don't look good again, it's going to look like he's probably the most overrated fighter in boxing. Won't it? See, it's mighty funny how we can make arguments to fit our points, but my argument right now, you can't even argue with. Devin Haney hasn't fought not one single fighter in his prime. And then if you say George Kambosos, then I'm going to sit up here and tell you that George Kambosos is overrated as hell. Because what has he done since fighting Devin Haney is my point. Absolutely nothing. Vasil Lomachenko, the only person that you can say has done anything since fighting Devin Haney. But who did he fight? George Kambosos, who is trash. And it's easy pickings for somebody like Vasil Lomachenko. who also, when Devin 40, wasn't in his prime. Remember, y'all, he's old. Remember? Don't let him not be old now. That's two fighters back to back that Devin Haney has fought. That's not Ryan Garcia. That after they fought him, they fought one more fight, and then they're considering retirement. Regis Prograis was considering retirement after Devin Haney fight. Devin Haney is even advising Regis Prograis to retire, which would mean that when he fought him and we were saying he was trash and Devin was saying he was trash, that he was trash. Right? Wouldn't that mean that? Or Devin could say he trash, but Dean can't say it. I need to know what side of the fence are you on? Is Lomachenko old now? But he wasn't old last year when he fought Devin Haney? I need to know. You got to pick an argument, but I got a counter argument for it. It won't have to lie, not one time. You got people that sit up there and talk about Lomachenko's resume. There's not one person on Lomachenko's resume that can beat Ryan Garcia. I said that again. There's not one person on Vasyl Lomachenko's resume that can even beat Ryan Garcia. And remember, y'all call Ryan Garcia a C-class, C-plus fighter, an exhibition fighter. So can you miss me with this resume talk, please? I guarantee you, Frank Martin, beat Jojo Diaz, beat Jorge Linares, beat George Kambosos, beat Regis Prograis right now. It has a very good chance at beating Vasyl Lomachenko right now. Pitbull Cruz can say the same thing. I'm about to name a name that's about to piss y'all off. Rolly Romero would beat all of them right now as well. Only person you could give an argument for is Vasyl Lomachenko. But remember, when you argue for Vasyl Lomachenko, you got to say he's old. I just want y'all to remember that. Because he's one fight removed from Devin, and he's considering retirement. Same as Regis. Which would mean that he's clearly not in his prime. And then I hear people say, well, Dean, Gervontadavis could have fought him years ago. But when you say years ago, that means Vasyl Lomachenko was the A side, right? Why didn't Vasyl Lomachenko send him a contract? If you want to go on that argument. Well, Dean, they could have fought years ago. I got to use your argument now. Years ago, Vasyl Lomachenko was the A side. Years ago, Gervontadavis, at the time y'all was talking about him fighting, he wasn't even on pay-per-view yet. Y'all remember that? Yeah, because y'all was talking about prior to 2018. Because 2018 is when Lomachenko said, yeah, Gervonta want to fight on, because you can't even pick 2018, because that's when Lomachenko was saying Gervonta want to fight on pay-per-view. Why do I need to fight Gervonta? It's not an interesting fight. So you can't pick that year. So you would have to go further back. 2016, 2017, y'all. Yeah, Vasyl Lomachenko was the A side then. Why didn't he send a contract and do everything that y'all say that y'all need Gervontadavis to do right now? Look how it come around, though. Y'all already know what this is, right? Deem by any means. And I holla at y'all.